Hey, this is a podcast.
Yes,
certified
it is.
by the American Podcast Association, the APA.
Have you ever heard of that?
That's because I just made it up.
We are proud members, the founding members
of APA. You know what? That exists somewhere, right?
I bet it does.
You know it does. We're making it up, and someone else is like, hey, you're not allowed to say that.
We already have a podcast membership thing.
Wait, you know what? We have to find out right now.
Are you looking?
Nope. There is a Podcaster Society.
Yeah.
We should so come
So wait,
up.
what is, can you look up, does APA stand for something else? I'm afraid to ask.
A lot of things.
It does, okay.
So many things. The American Planning Association.
Okay, well, we're taking over.
All right. So, I mean, there's that.
Well, enjoy our podcast today.
Yeah. Today in the podcast, you are going to find fat presidents and how I could totally be one of them. If you guys would just be willing to back my campaign and all vote for me. Let's see. Professional Adventurers, David Harbour, Part 2, Moscow, J.J. Abrams, and United Airlines Potty.
The United Airlines. 5 hours in, let's go back.
Yeah. Notice I didn't say party. I said potty.
Potty party.
So you'll get where we're coming from.
You'll learn more about it. Don't forget to always say hello. You can go to Radio U Riot, our Facebook page, or Radio U Riot on YouTube, or find us wherever through riot.radiou.com. And if you listen and you have a story you come across, or if you just want to say hello, make sure you do that there.
Yeah, we always look forward to hearing from you. You guys have a fantastic whatever day it is, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
The Worst of the Riot box set is now available nowhere because we know you wouldn't want it anyway. It's The Worst of the Riot on Radio U.
Nikki, this morning I am crazy excited.
Because?
Well, I'll tell you, I've got one more thing that the president and I have in common.
I know what it is.
He's fat, too.
Is someone's BMI rate? Is that it?
I can be president, guys.
You
Come on.
can totally be a politician.
You're like, okay, look, you're fat, but, other than that, you're pretty healthy. Boom. I'm ready to be president.
Then I feel like that has started the talk again of, well, what really is fat, and is the BMI the way to really find out if you are, or is it wrong?
They haven't released, did they release his weight? 239 pounds. He's 6'3". I didn't realize he was that tall. He doesn't look that tall to me. But that's a BMI of 29.9.
And that's not a statement. That's just an actual thing.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
He is
just doesn't seem very tall.
Well, it's just like football players. They're surrounded by other football players. And so when you get next to them, you're like, wait, you're enormous.
Yeah, you just don't realize.
I thought you were normal, but I guess you're standing next to a bunch of tall people. So another thing happening right now that the president and I share is the, Twitter controversy about our weight. A lot of people speculating about what I weigh and, how much is it really? And a lot of people are saying #girther because they say that they're lying about the president's weight.
Oh, they think that he weighs more?
They think he's obviously fatter than 200.
That seems about right for what he looks like. I don't know why they think more than that.
I don't know, but I feel like, you know what?
It's a great day when you go on to Twitter and you're like, oh, I'm a hashtag again.
So, well, my thought when I look at all this is like, let's be careful not to fat shame, okay? Because regardless of what we think about his policies, he's a person, and I believe
we're not supposed to do that.
A lot of people have taken a lot of stances against fat shaming. Though I'll tell you this morning, it seems like fat shaming's okay if it's Trump. Like don't fat shame anybody else, but as long as it's him, it's fine. It's no big deal. So that's good news. Like I had concerns that maybe my weight would disqualify me for my presidential run in a couple years. And
seems like you're fine.
In fact, I'm in good company. I'm going to be well received. And I'll tell you what, you tell the White House chef to get ready.
Because none of those healthy programs, no one's interested in that. It's time for a change.
I've got a couple of requests.
You remember like when fast food restaurants were trying to become healthier, but then you had like Carl's Jr. and Hardee's and Burger King who were like, oh no, we're going the other way. We're going bigger and better. That's what your presidency would be like.
I'm going to be like Taft. Wasn't he the guy that got stuck in the bathtub because he's too fat?
You think it's like, is that an urban legend, or you're just not sure? Is it true?
Well, I'll just tell you right now, I promise to use your tax dollars to buy me a bigger bathtub in the White House.
The Riot is now accepting applications for a staff pastry chef. Please drop your resumes and an example of your work at the studio door, and we'll get back to you. Wink, wink. The Riot on Radio U.
I'm planning on later this week becoming a professional adventurer, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to.
Potential president to adventurer? What are you doing?
I'm laying out a career track. This is what I'm doing. So it starts here, but I feel like the professional adventurer thing will happen. Then again, maybe I'll do the professional adventure after the presidency. I can't decide. It's hard to...
Could be. I mean, I could see that all leading to some good book deals, though.
Well, check this. I'm looking at mother of three, Dee Westaway. She's 57 and is in way better shape than you are, just to let you know.
You're like, wait, I'm in pretty good shape. Doesn't matter. No, she is.
57-year-old woman obviously could tear you apart. No problem. But she was a radio producer 17 years ago. She turned 40.
Yeah.
And a friend of hers was like, we should go hike this mountain.
And then that changed her life?
Changed her whole life, Nikki.
So now she just hikes all the time?
So all I'm looking for, I'm a radio producer. And other things, but still, I just need someone to invite me on a little hike, and then I'm going to be ready to be a professional adventurer.
Hiking might not be your thing, but someone needs to invite you to something that then changes your world.
Okay. I would love that. Does anybody know where you get those?
Unless we've tried everything and just nothing clicked.
We've batted through and we're at the top of the order again.
So now we can start over if we want.
Maybe we can. But she said she had I don't like it, a midwife crisis. So she was a mother of three, working hard, all these things.
And she needed something different.
And it was time for a change. And so she ditched her kids. No, I'm kidding. But she did. She left everything. And now she's so happy.
To go climb.
She ruined at least 4 lives. But at least, no, that's not what she did.
Not so bad.
She did go take this break, though, a vacation to go climb this mountain. She now holds the world record for the world's tallest handstand.
Congratulations.
Because she's something in Nepal and handstand.
She can even handstand at that age?
57?
Yeah, well,
Nikki,
on the mountain.
She's doing finger stands.
She's doing great.
She's tough as nails. Rip you apart right now.
I guess let's always be on the lookout. You never know when someone might invite you to do something that you end up loving so much.
The only thing that I can't get out of this article, I just can't get, is that she calls herself a professional adventurer, which means... Unless she's not holding to, some strict definitions of the term. But I feel like if you're going to say that you're a professional adventurer, that you better be getting paid.
I was going to say, is she getting money? She has sponsors?
I want to know where the money is in professional adventuring. Somebody tell me.
I'm sure there's something.
Let's take all of the most mind-numbing things the Riot has ever said and play them again.
It's a stupid idea, but I love it.
It's the Riot on Radio U.
Nikki, remember Stranger Things?
I do.
And how Chief Hopper was the hero that we all needed?
He did great. Good character.
Chief Hopper's the man, dude. Don't mess with him. I got a little upset when he was yelling at 11. I mean, he
was frustrated. I mean...
But
just happens sometimes.
That scene in the Bronco when, they're talking it out and they hold hands and you're just like, Hopper! He knows what he's making mistakes, Nikki, but he's setting it right.
He's learning.
He's setting it right. And, Hopper is brought to life by none other than David Harbour, actor extraordinaire, who is getting some really bizarre requests on Twitter. If you didn't see... He set a 25,000 retweet challenge for a high school senior back in October. She asked him to come and be in her senior pictures. And he said, yeah, sure, I'll be in your senior pictures. You got to get 25,000 retweets. And I get to wear a hooded sweatshirt and hold a trombone.
That was the stipulations with it.
So guess what? She got the retweets, and he's in some senior pictures with her wearing a hoodie and holding a trombone.
Now, those are posted because Josh was talking about it a few days ago. So if you go to RadioU.com on Facebook, they're located there. But that's not the only thing he's been asked to do.
No.
Now there's more.
That was phase 1. Welcome to Stranger Things Season 2.
What else are people wanting?
There's a couple in Illinois that has asked him to officiate their wedding. And he said, okay, I'll officiate your wedding if you get 125,000 retweets.
He's moved the amount up. He knows he can get it more.
25's down there.
That's
he knows
not enough.
So 25,000 repeats.
Retweets.
Why do I keep saying that?
I have no idea.
Retweets. He's going to officiate their wedding. Amazing.
He seems like a really nice guy that he's willing to do this for people.
I mean, I'd come officiate your wedding for like 3 retweets. But I mean, I've got to set a pretty low bar.
You're just going to have to pay him as well.
Yeah.
That's first.
It's just a thing. No big deal. But
as most people would require, just some sort of payment.
Something. And I mean, certainly some cake that I can have both at the event and I can take home.
That was the other thing he said. If you got so many retweets, but also he gets the first piece of cake, then he'll go and do the officiating of this wedding. So I forgot about that part.
It's so funny, dude. It's so funny. I love it. So you know what? I'll bet it. I'll bet it happens. I'll bet they can get 125,000
I'm
repeats.
sure. The more people start talking about it, people will find the tweets and then it'll go.
That's not really that many. Like, not really. So, you know what, dude? I'm right now, I'm hopping on Twitter.
He's opening the door, though, because at this point, people are just going to start, continuing to ask him for bigger and bigger things.
This is such good publicity for him. Like, it is such good publicity. And it's completely and totally free. And you know what? Screw it. I'm doing it. I'm retweeting right now. There are 33,000 retweets so far.
They're on their way.
They're on their way.
One of the only things left that isn't owned by Disney. The Riot on Radio U.
Look, I know Snapchat's cooler, but Facebook is where we're at right now. And if you go to Radio U Riot on Facebook, I asked a question. I just wanted to hear from people. Hey, tell me. How badly have you wrecked your resolution?
I like the picture that you included with it.
Isn't it a great picture? It's a cheeseburger pizza.
It's got like 2, those little individual pizzas you make on the little foil stand, or whatever in your microwave, and then you put a hamburger in between it, and you've got your pizza burger.
Oh boy, look at that! And then it's got French fries with it, and what are those onion rings? I wouldn't eat those, but fine.
Well, I'll take them.
Yeah. So I asked, and here's the part where I'm just like, well. This is where our audience is at right now. No one made a resolution. Katie says, can't wreck one if you don't make one.
Tim, what's your attitude, though? He says, I wouldn't want to eat this because it looks nasty. That looks really good. It doesn't look nasty.
Oh, it does look good. Other Tim says, I have no resolutions. I never make any. They're dumb. Oh, it's the same Tim. Sorry. Scott, I want this. TK, holy mother, look at that pizza burger. Kevin, make those pizzas supreme. The diet's over. Lisa, my resolution was to eat more cereal. So far, so good.
Good.
Michael says resolution with a question mark. And then I can't find him on here, but somebody else had said, like, so far, no bodies. So, I mean, that's pretty good.
You're doing all right then.
Yeah. So thanks, everybody, for sounding off on your resolution. Sounds like it's really happening out there. Everybody's new year, new you.
Stop pressuring, okay?
Well, I wasn't even pressuring. I just wanted to see, did anybody have like a thing? Because I was thinking, like, I'm not working on anything right now, and I'm okay with that, by the way.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like, I'm pretty excited about just making it in to work. And so
I like that. I'm waiting for the Chinese New Year, so you don't have to start until a little bit later.
Oh, my gosh. When is that, by the way?
Isn't it normally the end of this month or something?
Waiting. Googling Friday, February 16th.
So we have some time.
So that's,
a month.
Your birthday, is that your birthday? 17th? 18th?
Nope.
19th.
There it is.
Okay.
Oh,
all right.
You were so close the whole
here we
time.
Go. It's Valentine's Day, my dad's birthday, Chinese New Year.
Now you had to add that in there.
And then on the 19th, it's Nikki's birthday.
It's my birthday.
And then like Michael and Nick are in the mix too. That's a rough one.
And then Derek just texted in, glad not the only one that did not make a resolution yet.
Man, we all deserve each other.
That's why we're all listening.
That's why we're all together.
That's why we're all friends, everybody. You guys all included.
Nobody.
This is how we treat things. We don't want to do our resolutions when everybody else does. We want to start them at our own time, our own pace.
I'll tell you right now, I think spring break's a way better time for a resolution. And I know you're like, well, I want to get bikini ready for spring break. But
you can wear one piece.
Well, or as a guy, I can wear a two-piece.
Oh, you can wear a T-shirt.
Sure, whatever. I'm trying to hide from the sun.
It'd be just fine.
But I think March and April, way better times to make a change.
Join us at Radio U or Radio U Right on Facebook. Just post there if you, how are you doing?
How you doing?
With it.
You can text us 877-2-RADIO-U. That is a phone number you can call as well. But I was just wondering, like, hey, is anybody still doing it? They say that the third, well, here's the thing where it's hard. Like, it's the third weekend, but we technically had the third Monday.
Yeah.
So that's what got me wondering, like, all right, most of the time, 3 weeks is how long this thing lasts. Just wondering if anybody made it.
I was trying to have a no spend week because that's pretty common. Like when you're just trying to save money and budget more.
Oh, no spend.
No spend.
I thought you said no spend, and I was like, do you bike at home? And I don't know about it. Like, I am not spinning this week.
A no spend money week, and I bought a rug yesterday.
Oh, man, I was going to try to see if everybody wanted to do lunch today.
I don't want to because I've done lunch. I've eaten at home all days. I know it's only Wednesday.
One day, Nikki. It's been one day. Monday was off. One day you had lunch. You're like, I am on.
That big stuff. Come on.
I am on a bun right now.
No, you're not being supportive right there. I ate at home yesterday for lunch, and I thought you would have been a little bit more happy for me because
I packed yesterday too, which is why today is a non-pack day. Is that wrong? Is that not how you do it?
This isn't how we do it. We're not succeeding with this.
The part that keeps me up at night, we paid them for this. It's the worst of the riot on Radio U.
Anybody up for moving to Moscow? Or do you want to go see?
Oh, now everybody slow down. Not too many at a time.
Hang on. I'm going to have to write some names down here. Let me get a pen out. Now, somebody put that hand back up. Anyone?
I think it'd be fascinating. I'd love to, down the road, kind of live somewhere else in a different country. Mm-hmm. But I will be honest, Moscow has never found its way onto that list. But maybe.
I can honestly say I'm not even interested in visiting Russia. Like, not
no vacation?
Not at all. Like, there are plenty of countries that I'm interested in visiting, but, like, no, that scene in Mission Impossible 4 was enough.
To turn you off from it?
No, I just mean I've seen it. Like, I'm good.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Close enough, whatever. Fake Kremlin blowing up. That's good enough for me, whatever. So they say that Moscow in December got 6 minutes of sunshine.
Oh, is it? Man, you'd be miserable there. You need sunshine.
That's what the Russian Meteorological Center says. They said that typically in December, they see about 18 hours of sunshine. Now, keep in mind, that's across
the whole
month.
Season, yeah.
Yeah. So they say that they saw 6 minutes. Warmer than normal temperatures.
Now, it's not like pitch black there, though, but they're just meaning it's cloudy.
Completely cloudy.
Yeah, okay. So it's just not a sunny
And a
day.
combination of, I guess, because of where it is, it does get less sunshine than, say, like, we do or whatever. Like, it is further north, and as a result, gets less sunshine. But, yeah. Think about that. They say 6 minutes of sunshine. And
that's not enough.
They canceled classes in Moscow the other day for being, let's see. No. This is not in Moscow. This is in Yakutiya. I'm butchering that.
No, it sounds wonderful.
They had temperatures at negative 67 degrees Celsius. They canceled classes, but get a load of this.
Can't go to school that day?
They normally do have school in the negative 40 degrees Celsius temperatures. So there are lots of schools around the United States canceling today for cold temperatures. How about negative 40?
That's a hardy person right there if you can withstand that.
But like, you'd be a kid, you wouldn't even know. Like, oh yeah.
But if you grow up enough with it, I think you're fine.
Sure.
You're better at it than someone else.
Yeah, you would adjust to it. Man, you'd be like, we're going to the beach. Like, it's so warm there. It's like 5 degrees.
It's like, whoa, it is a warm spell.
It's so warm here. You mean you can drink water outside?
Maybe it's not windy, because sometimes it's the wind that gets you.
Yeah,
it could be cold temperatures, but if it's not windy, it's not as bad.
-40, but what's the feels like temperature? Mm-hmm. The true feel temperature?
Yeah,
do you guys have that?
If you're in a hot area, but there's no humidity, it's not as bad. It's a dry heat.
Yeah.
This is a dry cold.
Well, that's because no water can survive in it.
Not at that.
It's just no way.
Well, I'm going to pass on that for spring break. I think I'll go somewhere else.
Oh, I think you need to go there in like July, where it climbs all the way to, like 40 degrees. Now, see,
I'm going to still pass on that then.
But see,
not what I'm looking for.
No. So if you're giving up on your New Year's resolutions, that'd be a great place to go, because there's no, swimsuit pressure in Moscow.
You never know.
You're
what
fine.
if you get there and you think you're going to be fine, but people are so confident and okay with the temperature that they go ahead and wear their swimsuits?
No, I'm still going to wear my fur coat that I bought at the airport.
Wish the worst of the riot would never end?
Everything that has a beginning has an end.
What is wrong with you? Get our daily podcast through iTunes, Google Play, or the Radio U app.
Nikki, I need a dopamine hit.
I cannot help you with that.
No, I need a treat.
A treat? Oh, okay. You want something?
That's what I mean. Like,
we got a bowl full of Halloween/Christmas candy.
It doesn't have to be. It could be candy. It could be shopping. Because I woke up this morning, I was like, I want to buy something. And I was like, whoa, this is right on time. You can actually go back in the Riot archives and see that somewhere between the 15th and the 20th,
we always buy stuff around this time.
I start wanting to buy something.
It's the season.
It is. I mean, I got all those presents about a month ago, and then I had gift cards, spent the gift cards.
Now you got nothing.
That's the rough part is that I've got a Steam gift card left, but I think I've pretty much spent the other Christmas gift cards, and I spent the cash. I bought wonderful new headphones. They're great. I use them every single day. Like, no regrets on that headphone purchase. But now that I need that dopamine hit, Nikki, I need the reward cycle in my brain to be activated.
You've got nothing you can buy,
I need to feel good. How do I feel good? What about a soda? Or something to eat? Or something to buy?
Probably not going to happen. You just got to fight through it.
I just need a little something.
Now you're starting to shake.
What are you talking about? What? Just a little something to get me by. Nothing huge.
Nothing too much.
Nothing too big. Like,
now
maybe
I am in a awkward position that you
What do you
put me
think?
in.
Like maybe a Blu-ray or something? Or like, what's on clearance? Anybody got anything on clearance? You got a clearance rack anywhere?
Now let's work with this. Why don't you pre-order something?
Oh, pre-order. Okay.
Then that way you're not really spending the money yet.
Yeah, because
it won't go
won't
through.
take the money until it ships.
But you got the edge taken off.
Maybe I could stop it. And I'll be like, I'll pre-order today. I'll get that little, ooh, it's coming. And then like down the line, I'll just cancel.
Then you can decide if you actually need it or not then, but then you'll be paying for it later.
Okay. All right. What if I just got a credit card? What do you think about that? What?
I don't think you should.
You don't think I should?
These are poor choices, potentially, that you're making.
Okay. All right. I mean, if you want to be like Killjoy like that, where I'm just trying to get...
No, because you know what's really the matter is then I'll buy something too. We can't enable each other. We must stand strong.
Okay. So what, we should all go to your house for lunch today?
Yes, if you want to.
Okay.
I'm on a no-spend week for lunch.
You know what, Nikki? That's just denying your nature.
It just means you eat whatever you have left over, like I had some toast yesterday. Yay!
It's like you can't even go grocery shopping?
No, I'm not spending money.
No spend at all?
You're not supposed to spend money on a no-spend
but
week.
You bought a rug yesterday.
That is for the house. The
That's
house
over.
bought something.
That's
the house
over.
bought it. That wasn't me.
The house? Are you running a casino?
No, the house did, though. I had nothing to do with that.
The house bought it because the house always wins.
And we've seen in movies, don't disappoint or upset your house.
All right. Okay.
But for lunch, I'm not spending money.
Man, I just need it.
If someone were to treat me, though. And then you're spending money. Hello.
No, I need to spend it on me.
You can spend money and buy me lunch, and then, like, next week I'll pay you back. But this way, I haven't. That's the way to cheat. No spend week.
Hey, it's not cheating if you buy me something.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, I'll buy you next week. No, you can't buy you anything.
This is
then.
like Kramer's gambling problem, where he's trying to get someone to bet for him, even though he Yeah,
I just think it's a creative way around.
It's an interesting idea.
Yeah.
It is. So, okay. Well,
or I have $6, so we can eat for $6.
Trying to activate the reward response. You get some dopamine, feel good, and then pretty soon you need
that
more.
energy rush.
You need more, but like right now, and I'm trying to manage it in a healthy way by, spending money on things I don't need. Is that okay?
Yeah. No, you don't understand what we're doing either.
The Riot.
They hate me, they hate you, they hate us.
Why else would they make us listen to the worst of the Riot? Radio U.
J.J. Abrams, the man with the magic fingers, Nikki. He creates things that make people excited, and he takes things that people are down on and makes them exciting again.
Trying to think what he recently did, the Star Trek movies.
Star Trek 1 and 2. Well, okay. Like Star Trek and Star Trek Into Darkness.
Yeah.
And then he did Star Wars The Force Awakens.
The most recent one with the motorcycle, though. That was the other guy.
That was the guy from Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
That was not a very good one.
That's okay.
It was just, you know what the problem was is that I really liked the previous two J.J. Abrams ones, and Star Trek Beyond was just like,
different take, different person.
There were things about it that were good, and then things about it that were not so good.
Was J.J. Abrams doing something new?
Oh, yeah, he is, Nikki. See, before he got into the movies, he wrote for television. You remember Felicity? Anyone? Anyone? Okay. All right. Let's move forward a little bit in his career. How about Alias?
Okay.
Maybe. How about this one?
I saw that on Netflix, yes.
How about this one? Lost.
Yeah, I forgot he did that one.
Oh, yeah, he wrote
that
it.
Was
and
the big one.
He directed the 2-hour premiere.
Sure.
And wrote, I think co-wrote or whatever, like the first season or maybe first and second season, I don't remember. And then he went on to Fringe. And I believe he may have written the first episode of that as well.
TV show Fringe?
Yes. And it's a real shame. That right there, you know how the new X-Files sucks? Go watch Fringe. You'll thank me later. Now, the 5th season is a little
wishy-washy.
It was like, what are we doing? But
overall,
that being said, the first 4 seasons of Fringe will blow your freaking mind. They go places where you're like, what? This is on network television? It's too smart and too weird to be on TV. Of course, it was on Fox, but, that's kind of TV. But J.J. Abrams, the guy whose career we have just taken a little stroll through, he's got a new sci-fi TV show.
Where's it going to be at?
Well, they say there's a bidding war happening for it right now.
Who's going to get it?
Well, I think a lot of it comes down to how much nudity will end up in it, because HBO's bidding on it, and
come on, they just ruin it.
HBO's like,
we don't need clothes.
Okay,
you don't need clothes in space, do you?
I was just going to say, all right, I want you to picture this. They're on the ship, but they're naked.
Okay,
all right. What do you? Okay, that's the hook. That's the thing.
That's it.
They're doing all of this stuff and everything's going great, but they're not wearing any clothes.
That's how HBO does their pitch.
What do you guys think? Right?
And there's dragons, but space dragons.
Well, a space dragon and a princess of space dragons and naked.
But it's not what you've ever seen before on TV.
You've never seen anything like this before.
It's a dragon with a little helmet on because he can't breathe in space.
Well, he's a space dragon.
Yeah.
And then Apple, apparently. Apple seems to be really trying to double down on the whole triple down.
Sure.
Massive down. Like they're trying to come up with their own original programming here.
But they need a show. They need something.
Mm-hmm. So
anybody else want it, or is that just the two main ones people are talking about?
Well, Variety says there's a bidding war between those two companies for
the front runners.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens if you're a fan of J.J. Abrams.
I want to get in the middle of a bidding war where I win. No matter who wins, I win. That sounds great.
Got to come up with a product first.
Yeah, that's the part where
Which
that's
technically
the struggle.
This should be it. This should be the product, but it's us in space.
In space. We're probably going to go with Apple though, because I'll be honest, I don't see me taking my clothes off and the ratings going up.
Nope. So yeah, we'll go with Apple on that.
Mm-hmm. So that's the word. Something new from him, Nikki. If you want some more TV news, 911 just got renewed for a 2nd season.
The TV show.
The TV show.
So first when Obi said that, I was like, it was going away? What are we doing?
The government's decided it's just not working out.
No, the 911 TV show.
Yeah, and then the Shannara Chronicles got canceled after its 2nd season, and you didn't even know what it was, so you're not even concerned about it.
Not even sad.
If you were offended or disgusted by anything Obadiah said this morning,
if you weren't so dumb, I might be offended.
You must be new. You'll get used to it. The Riot on Radio U.
I would like to recommend to you, if you have not yet, to every time you get on a flight, go to the bathroom before you get on the flight. Don't wait till you get on the flight.
You don't want to.
You don't want to do
That's
that.
like emergency situations only.
Mm-hmm. You don't, because you end up with things like this. A flight from Denver to Kauai. It was diverted to San Francisco due to, and I quote, toilet issues.
An emergency? Well, probably it stopped working, and I don't think they're allowed to fly it if it doesn't work.
Well, and apparently the toilets are normally serviced in between flights, and this time they were not serviced. So they were 5 hours into their trip, and they were like, guys, we forgot the Colombian coffee. They turned the flight around and flew to San Francisco.
Oh, man. That would be miserable. You're so excited. You know, you're on vacation. You have so many days off. You're just ready to get there, right? For hotel check-in, like for whatever time you've got set. And then you've got 5 hours in and they turn around.
Should have been an 8-hour flight. Took 16.
Oh, that's miserable.
But they did get 10,000 bonus miles and a $200 voucher.
Great. For another trip.
Well, that $200 voucher will get you a soda or a snack. During the flight.
Yeah,
so that's
not
something.
Offering much.
Yeah, so there you go.
I want my money back.
Yeah,
I think from the first whole flight, I'd want my entire money back.
I guess you're going to have to do better than that. And they didn't. So their united stance is, I believe, I'm not sure if this is an official statement. They're lucky they got that.
Lucky they got anything. Now, that might not be a direct quote. And I want my money back. I don't want my money back from the flight back. That was fine. I want my money back from the first flight.
Oh, Fox 31 in San Francisco, they interviewed everybody, and they said 3 hours from Hawaii, they came on the PA, and they were like, the toilets are full. No one can go to the bathroom.
Can't they dump it in air? Isn't that what everybody says they're not supposed to, but they do?
The toilets are full. So you can't.
It was like that bus ride he took to Texas that one time. The toilet broke?
Yeah, kind of.
Did someone break the toilet?
Yes. The bus driver came on the PA and announced that there could be no more solids in the bathroom. And the amazing thing is that it was broken, and we were on that trip for a week. And as I recall, I think it stayed broken for the entire week in the 100+ degrees Houston summer sun. And so you would get on the bus and be like, there's that smell.
There it is.
I'm so glad I took vacation for this.
Maybe it's not so bad that the airline was kind enough to take it back to get it serviced.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we're looking at this the wrong way.
It's a good thing, because the bus would never have done that.
No, the bus didn't do that. They were like, hey, 4 hours into the trip, you can't use the bathroom anymore. Only 20 hours to go.
Hold on, everybody.
No big deal. We're suspending beverage service for the remainder of the flight.
There wasn't one to begin with.
You're right.
The worst of the riot is over, but the fun can keep going.
Hey, I saw you checking out my goods.
Check the Riot blog or stalk us on social media.
You want to sample them? A little try before you buy, huh?
Through riot.radiou.com.
Guess who's messing themselves up on Sunday night? Oh, yeah!